Aloha everyone, we're Stacy and Kenneth, and today we're excited to introduce you to our organization concept called WorkForward Collective. This isn't just another initiative, it's a thoughtful vision for the kind of organization the world truly needs right now. One that places humanity, equity, and innovation at the core of how we design work. Over the next few minutes, we'll walk you through the pressing problems we see in today's workplaces, the purpose that drives us, and how our organization operates in a way that supports both people and performance for sustainable success. So, let's start by acknowledging what we're all experiencing. Work is becoming increasingly difficult for many people. Burnout rates are skyrocketing, with employees feeling exhausted and disengaged. Systems in many organizations still rely on outdated models that don't reflect today's realities, making work feel disconnected and inefficient. Meanwhile, technological advancements are happening at a rapid pace, yet many organizations struggle to adapt quickly enough, leaving them behind. Work Forward Collective was born out of the desire to address these challenges head on, to fundamentally rethink and redesign work with a focus on people, not just productivity metrics. We believe that work should serve human needs and foster well being, not just profit. The core purpose behind Work Forward Collective is straightforward: to create sustainable workplaces where people can truly thrive, emotionally, professionally, and personally. Our mission is to leverage ethical AI, human centered job design, and progressive leadership practices to transform outdated and often oppressive work systems. We aim to develop solutions that are equitable, transparent, and adaptable to each organization's unique needs. And our vision is long term: a future where work feels meaningful, energizing, and fair to everyone involved, where organizations are not just places to earn a living, but communities where people grow and succeed together. We're living through a pivotal moment in the workforce. Employee well being is declining, and the pace of change shows no signs of slowing down. Companies face constant challenges with retention, trust, and the widening skills gap. Traditional leadership models, command and control, hierarchical, rigid, just aren't enough anymore. They often stifle innovation, reduce engagement, and fail to meet the needs of today's diverse workforce. This is precisely why now it is the perfect time to embrace a new approach, one that makes organizations more people powered, intentional, and adaptable. By redesigning work thoughtfully, we can foster environments where people are motivated, valued, and empowered to contribute their best. An essential foundation of our approach is adaptive leadership. We chose this framework because it reflects the complex, unpredictable nature of today's work environments. Problems no longer have simple, step by step solutions. They require flexible thinking and ongoing learning. Adaptive leaders are skilled at breaking down what's really happening beneath the surface, guiding their teams through change at a sustainable pace, and fostering a culture of continuous learning. They involve employees as active partners in problem solving rather than just passive recipients of decisions. This approach helps organizations become more resilient, innovative, and capable of navigating uncertainty with confidence. Work for Collective is built on a strong foundation of organizational behavior principles that guide our strategies. First, we utilize the job characteristics model to resign roles so they are genuinely motivating and fulfilling, helping employees find purpose in their work. Second, we prioritize psychological safety, creating environments where teams can speak honestly, share ideas, and admit mistakes without fear of judgment or reprisal. Third, we apply socio technical systems, thinking to ensure that technology enhances human work rather than overwhelming or dehumanizing it. Finally, we focus on culture, climate, and systems thinking because meaningful change can't happen in isolation. It requires a holistic approach that considers the entire organizational ecosystem. So, what exactly does Work Forward Collective offer? Here's a quick overview. First, our Future of Work Lab, where we run innovative experiments like 4-day workweek pilots, burnout reduction strategies, and smarter AI workflows to test new models and gather insights. Second, we design ethical AI talent systems, developing tools for fair hiring, transparent performance reviews, and equitable advancement processes. Third, we provide leadership and culture consulting, focusing on building psychological safety, fostering adaptive leadership skills, and creating inclusive environments. And finally, our job design studio helps organizations rethink roles, clarify career paths, and improve job clarity, making work more meaningful and aligned with individual strengths and aspirations. All of these initiatives are aimed to creating workplaces that are healthier, more innovative, and better equipped to meet the demands of the future.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Kenneth, for getting us started. Um, Talking about our work forward framework, this is really the heart of how we operate. Step one is diagnosing the system, not just the symptoms, but the underlying patterns. Step two is co designing solutions with employees. We don't believe in top down change. People closest to the work have the best insights. Step three is piloting and learning. We run small, safe to fail experiments to see what works. And step four is scaling and sustaining the practices that actually make a difference. Our organizational structure supports agility and innovation. We have consulting teams who work directly with clients, a research and innovation hub that stays ahead of workforce trends, a learning institute that trains leaders and teams, a people and culture team that models best practices internally, and a technology and ethics office to keep all of our AI and tech work transparent and responsible. It is a structure that prioritizes flexibility, collaboration, and ethical decision making. Culture, human first, tech smart. The culture at Work Forward Collective is something we take seriously because you can't preach good workplace practices without living them. We value transparency, curiosity, and real conversations. We believe rest is a strategy, not a luxury. We design for equity and practice shared leadership. Everything about our culture reinforces the idea that people should feel safe, supported, and empowered. The sustainability lens. We're all used to hearing sustainability in environmental terms, but for us, it's much broader. Human sustainability means avoiding burnout and giving people the conditions they need to thrive. Organizational sustainability means long term ethical systems that aren't dependent on crisis mode. And yes, environmental sustainability shows up too, through smarter hybrid policies, reduced waste, and eco aligned work structures. Now we're going to talk about human-centered systems. At WorkForward Collective, everything we design centers around the human experience. We build systems that give employees autonomy, clarity, fairness, purpose, and a voice in decisions. We integrate feedback loops so organizations stay aligned with employee needs. And ultimately, we create systems where they design supports the people, not the other way around. Now let's talk about impact. When organizations work with Work Forward Collective, we see real results: higher engagement, lower turnover, stronger cultures, and healthier leadership behaviors. Teams get fairer systems, smarter AI practices, and more sustainable workflows. And most importantly, people feel valued and energized again. And now, in conclusion, WorkForward Collective is our version of the organization the world needs now. It's ethical, sustainable, human centered, innovative, and purpose driven. It blends organizational design, leadership theory, and real human needs into one future focused model. We believe this approach represents where work is headed and where it should be headed. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed learning about WorkForward Collective. We're happy to answer any questions you have about our design, our concepts, or how this organization could work in the real world. And side note, the only reason I'm on video is because I couldn't figure out how to get it off. Everybody have a wonderful day.